There comes a time where every second counts, every minute, every move takes you closer to glory. These are Spartans, ready to die but not to surrender. Braam CA Internal Tournament 2025. This is a battle between brothers. This Sunday, the 16th of November 2025 at Cecil Bain Stadium, Mariusburg in Johannesburg. President Das and Coach Saleh are ready to take their ball to battle it out to go home with the third position against President Titi and Coach Popul of Ancien FC, whose boys are ready to go home with the title of the third position. And now the greatest rivalry for the final position in the finals of the Braam CA Internal Tournament, as President Danny Bill and Coach Saku of Bone Crush, the defending champions of Braam CA Tournament, are fighting a battle to keep the championship against President Parboy and Coach Jaru of Ground Warriors FC, happening live at 2 p.m. prompt. Come and witness how elephants clash in the field of play and enjoy, because food and drinks will be on sales. Lots of entertainment as we are there to witness the greatest rivalry between brothers as Braam CA closes their internal tournament 2025. Special thanks to the president of Braam CA, Mr. Wenzi, the coach and the organizing committee, Mr. Rukat and Emma White. See you there, don't miss out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. You are tuned to Citro Studios. My name is Divine. I'll be your anchor for the day. Here in the studio, we have our brother Roland, who had been with us in previous presentations, and he's here today for yet another edition of the soccer tournament for Braam CA. Welcome to the studio, Mr. Roland.
Thank you very much, the CEO himself, Mr. Divine of Citro Studio.
Okay, today we will be having a breakdown of the soccer tournament finals that is coming up, and I would hand over the baton to Mr. Roland to give us an insight of what he has to present for the day. Over to you, Mr. Roland.
Thank you once more, Mr. Divine. It's my second time coming to your beautiful studio. And I remember the first time I came here, we were looking at the Braamfontein CA Champions Tournament. It was a winter edition. And the tournament ended 2 months back. And the winners for that tournament was Bone Crushers. And the president himself again decided to launch a second phase, looking at the activities and the momentum that took place during the winter tournament. He decided again to make the second phase, and we now call it the internal in-house tournament, where we are looking at the finals tomorrow, the 16th. We're going to have the third position play Astray FC against Ancients FC, first of all. And then we're looking at the grand finals that is going to be counts against the Bone Crushers themselves, the title holders, against Warriors FC that are coming with a very full force. And I want to say it again before we continue the interview. It's going to be a massive one tomorrow. Please go live on Facebook, invite your friends, invite your families. It's going to happen again at the Cecil Bain Stadium there in Rotherport. Thank you, Mr. Divine, and we're going to continue the program.
Okay, thank you very much. You heard for yourself. It was a wonderful occasion, an event worth noting. And for what is coming up, we believe it will be a replica or even surpass what happened in the last tournament 2 months ago. And we are looking at a scenario where there is high rate of confrontation between the two teams. Judging from what we saw when we were present at the finals of the previous tournament, we want to think that the wave of events will be very ambitious and will be very entertaining. What is it that is different with this tournament compared to what transpired during the last tournament?
Yes, Mr. Divine, thank you once again. I remember I forgot to announce your presence. You were having the live coverage of the events that took place during the last edition. And we are going to the second phase again, where Citro Studios will be covering the events live. They are going to be present. They are going to be on Facebook. They are going to be on Twitter handles. And I know you're coming with your crew again at this second phase. Yeah, like I'm going to say it, this one is gonna be more entertaining. We know probably the waves, the events, the echoes that came in from the first edition is been making waves all over Johannesburg, and probably we having invitees coming this time. People that are lobbying. We have sponsors that are coming in again. We had a Chronics 24/7 that they were the sponsors of the event. Sports Bar since 1948, and we can't forget our big CEO himself, Mr. Lone Wolf, President Sakis. And then now with the second phase that are coming in, a lot of people have been calling from left to right, making their support and trying to make themselves known that probably if we are looking at the third edition for next year, they are going to come in to support this event. I don't want again to mention the fact that we're going to have a guest artist, Makiza, our own Makiza, who is coming in again. He was supposed to be there in the first edition, but he couldn't make it because he was having a tour in Cape Town. So now we're going to have them coming in again. We're going to have Snazzy Shekana. I don't want to forget about him. He's going to be on the big stage. We have a lot of VIPs that are coming in there from something. We have Mr. Elvis Lumilade, as they call him. Presently, he's going to be there live on the field. We're going to have also President Wensi himself, who is going to rally everyone. We don't want to forget his preparations, and he said there's going to be a lot of surprises again tomorrow. We're going to have traditional dances that we've already prepared. We're going to have some sponsors again coming in again from NT Brown Tournament. The CEO himself, he said he's going to be present. So there's going to be a lot of surprises, and there's going to be a lot of fun this time around again in the second phase of the competition. Thank you once more again, Mr. Divine.
Taking an introspection on what transpired during the last tournament, you did mention that there were soccer teams from Malawi that wanted to participate, but because they registered late. Do you see a participation of other nationals in this tournament, or is it only the Cameroonian community as transpired the last time?
All right, Mr. Divine, thank you for that question. I think now we are talking about the in-house tournament. We had the first phase that was a mixture of all African cultures. We had the South African community that were present, Nigerian community. They were making themselves very known. But now this time again in the second phase, the president decided to make it an in-house tournament so that the members of this group, the Braam CA community, he gave them an opportunity, a platform for them to play soccer even at the age of 35, even at the age of 40, so that they will be happy again for this group that is coming together. Remember again, is the new Braamfontein CA, and the first time in this new government under the leadership of President Wensi, he decided again that the guys must come in together, men and women, enjoy this organization. And then now next year we're going to come in for the third edition, and I'm quite sure with a lot of response that we'll be having, a lot of applications that are coming in already. We have a team that is coming from Pretoria. They've been calling Ring, trying to make their registration, but we told them no, we're waiting for the next year's edition. And I'm sure we're going to have a lot of teams that want to play soccer. We know soccer has been a kind of a sport that is so popular, becoming so popular again. With the money that is involved in soccer, we know we're going to make a lot of difference again in the third edition. I don't want to forget again the preparations that are going on for these finals tomorrow. Bone Crushers, the current cup holders, they are saying they want to take the cup for the second time. I was speaking again to the coach, Ed De Castro, and the president. They are already having their teams preparing themselves in the camps. But I know again, Ground Warriors, they said this time it can't be possible. Again, the third position play, we can't forget about that because there's a price tag. Ashe FC against Ancients FC, a lot of talent. Again, we remember it was not easy during the last game that we saw, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow and a lot of competition that is going to happen again at the CC Pine Stadium, 12 o'clock. Don't forget the time, please. Thank you very much again, Mr. Divine.
You're welcome. Okay, now you have presented everything there is to present. What is the one advice and message you want to pass through to viewers and spectators who will be coming en masse to witness this grand unveiling of the finals of your tournament?
Thank you once again for that question. And I don't want to forget to inform the viewers again that a platform like this has been a turning point for some of the international soccer players that we have all over the world. I remember Emmanuel Emenike of the former Eagles of Nigeria. He started in a platform like this when he was playing in Zurich, and he had an opportunity there to be picked up by one of the football lovers, and he went to Pumalanga Black Aces, and then from there he made his way through to the national team in Nigeria. And again, I want to forget that we have episodes like this, competitions like this, even back home in Cameroon, where we saw Clinton Jay. He was playing local football, and he was picked up again, and then he was called to the national team. So it's a very important thing to mention that we have platforms like this, we have competitions like this, and you never know, maybe you can be called upon to come and maybe start a coaching career from there. And I don't want to forget that we have our kids. Some of them, they participate in this tournament. We have the underage also, that they were given an opportunity to participate in a tournament like this. And you never know, maybe you can be lucky, or with the grace of God, you can be picked up from such a competition that has been making waves all over Johannesburg. And we know, with the publicity of Citro Studios, I'm sure when we go live on Facebook, when we go live on the Twitter handles, we never know, maybe you can be called upon to come and represent probably your country, or to get the division level soccer football. Thank you very much again.
Okay, so with the tournament coming up, who are the organizers of this tournament? Is it people we know? Is it people we don't know? And we want the viewers to be aware of who are those empowering this tournament.
Thank you once again, Mr. Divine. Our organizers again, previously we had Coach Bullet, who was in the main organizer of the last edition with our own DJ Drogba. And again, we know, because of the commitment of DJ Drogba, he was having some assignment to go for an embassy review interview. So I think this time around he wasn't possible to be there, but we have the support coming in there again from Conrad and Emma White, that they are doing the organization of this tournament again this time, with the supervision there from the president himself, Mr. Wensi. And I don't want to forget again that we have our food corner. The food corner is going to be present. The head of the food corner, we all know him, FM Bazo, the chief of the Esiewu, the goat meat. We're going to have Mama Poisson, who is going to be there. We have Sister Mirabe Kitchen, and we're going to have again a community that are coming there from the Zimbabwean culture. They are going to be doing us chomolia in the field. And I don't want to forget again to mention some of the guest artists or the VIPs that have been invited. Like I said it before, that we're going to have the traditional dance group, and there to grace the occasion, we're going to have Chairman Clovis all the way from Western Sante. We have the presidents of the various soccer clubs. Johannesburg South president will be present. The big chief himself, the President Baski, all the way from Rumsek Veterans, is going to be present in the stadium. President Tapi, I'm sure, is going to make a flight coming from Cape Town again. He will be present from Johannesburg Veteran. And a handful of guest artists. Some people, they don't want to be mentioned again. We're going to have Edison, Mr. Edison from Edison Tires there, all the way from Top Fontaine, will be present. So it's going to be a combo. We're going to have a lot to celebrate, a lot to eat, a lot to drink. And remember again, soccer is all about unity. We coming together as a family. Even if you are from Nigeria, you are from Congo, you are from Zambia, you are welcome to this special edition of the finals again tomorrow at the Sesipai Stadium. Please, 12 o'clock, let's all be in the pitch early, so that we're going to have a lot to drink and celebrate, and let's make the day the best of its kind again in Braamfontein City. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio we had Mr. Roland from the Braamfontein, from the Braam CA tournament, presenting the highlights of the build-up towards the finals of the tournament. You were tuned to Citro Studios. My name is Divine. Thank you very much, and see you in our next edition.
Thank you once again.